Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kislay Kumar. I'm currently studying in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. My USN is 1VE23CA080. In semester third. My section is Bhaskara. So today's subject is mathematics. Subject code is BCS301. So today's topic is test of significance for large samples. So let's start with our topic. Test of significance for large samples. This presentation explores the fundamental concepts and applications of hypothesis testing for large sample sizes. We will delve into the core principles, analyze the various Z tests used for population means and proportions, and explore their practical implications in real-world scenarios. Introduction to hypothesis testing. Formulating a hypothesis. Hypothesis testing begins with of defining a specific claim or statement about a population parameter, known as the null hypothesis. Collecting data. A sample of data is collected to gather evidence related to the hypothesis. The sample should be representative of the population. Analyzing data. Statistical tests are used to analyze the collected data and assess whether the evidence supports or refutes the null hypothesis. Fourth, drawing conclusions. Based on the analysis, a decision is made to either reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis. This conclusion is based on a predetermined level of significance. Null and alternative hypothesis. So, null hypothesis. It is represented by H naught. The null hypothesis represents the state Q or the default assumption. It states that there is no significant difference or relationship between the variables being studied. Alternative hypothesis. It is denoted by H. The alternative hypothesis contradicts the null hypothesis. It proposes that there is significant difference or relationship between the variables. Assumption of large sample tests. So there are three methods from which we can do that. So those three are independence, normality, and sample size. Independence. Observation within the sample must be independent of each other. This means that the outcome of one observation should not influence the outcome of another observation. Normality. For large sample sizes like n greater than 30, the central limit theorem ensures that the distribution of the sample statistics approaches a normal distribution, even if the population distribution is not normal. Sample size. The sample size should be sufficiently large to ensure reliable results. Generally, a sample size of 30 or more is considered large enough for most statistical tests. Z test for population mean. So there are four steps for calculating mean of Z test population. Step 1. Calculate the sample mean X and the standard deviation of the sample S. Step 2. Calculate the Z statistic which measure the difference between the sample mean and the hypothesized population mean Q naught divided by the standard error of the mean. Step 3. Determine the critical values based on the chosen significance level alpha and the alternative hypothesis. Step 4. Compare the calculated Z statistics to the critical values to make a decision. If the Z statistic falls within the rejection region, reject the null hypothesis, otherwise fail to reject the null hypothesis. Interpreting Z test results. Reject HO. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that the population mean is different from the hypothesized value. Failed to reject HO. There is insufficient evidence to conclude that the population mean is different from the hypothesized value. Z test for population proportion. So there are five steps through which we can test for Z population proportion, which are step one. State the null and alternative hypothesis. The null hypothesis assumes that the population proportion P is equal to specific value. Step 2. Calculate the sample proportion P and the standard error of the proportion. Step 3. Calculate the Z statistic, which measures the difference between the sample proportion and the hypothesized population proportion, divided by the standard error of the population proportion. Step 4. Determine the critical values based on the chosen significance level alpha and the alternative hypothesis. Step 5. Compare the calculated Z statistic to the critical values to make a decision. If the Z statistic falls within the rejection region, reject the null hypothesis, otherwise fail to reject the null hypothesis. Relationship between Z test and confidence intervals. The Z test and confidence intervals are closely related concepts. Both use the Z statistics and the standard error to test a hypothesis about a population parameter. However, the Z test focuses on rejecting or failing to reject a specified hypothesized value, while confidence interval provide a range of possible values for the proposed population parameter. Practical applications of large sample tests. So there are uh, many places where large sample tests are used, which are healthcare, marketing, social sciences, and engineering. Healthcare, it is used in healthcare to analyze the effectiveness of new treatments of drugs. It is used in marketing to evaluate the success of advertising campaigns or product launches. It is used in social sciences to conduct surveys and polls to understand public opinion or attitudes. And it is used in engineering to test the quality and reliability of products or systems. It has some limitations and considerations too. While powerful tools for analyzing data, large sample tests have limitations. It's crucial to consider factors like data bias, the presence of outliers, and the representativeness of the sample. These limitations can influence the validity and reliability of the results. Key takeaways. As we conclude the presentation on large sample tests, let's review the important top points covered. Thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you guys like my video. So hit the like button and the subscribe button. And if you guys having any question regarding this, so please use Google and don't use the comment section. Thank you.